Good morning, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. My computer is driving me nuts, so hopefully it works this time. So, this is going to be a video about Atkins, kind of like a vlogging version of Atkins, just to cover some things. I get so many questions, obviously, about Atkins and stuff. It's my jam, it's my thing, I like it, I believe in it. It's an exclusion diet, aka way of life. Um, I will say I've tried so many things. Originally, when I started doing Atkins, I was very hardcore and I was like, this is the only way I can eat, blah, 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 blah. Now that I've come so far, I've ventured out and I've learned different things and I've tried different things and I am about long term sustainability and everything. Do I think that Atkins can be sustainable for a lifetime? Absolutely. And I think it's great for many, many people. Currently, I'm not following Atkins, and I probably should be right now, but I'm just being completely straight up with you guys. Right now, I'm following like a caloric range. So, my ongoing mission to you guys is to be able to provide the best possible knowledge about all of healthy living. So, basically, what I'm doing is focused on trying to stay within my caloric range while still about 18 to 20 or 18 to 2000 calories a day, slowly, very slowly cutting weight and trying to get my body fat down and stuff like that. Does Atkins work? First of all, yes. You're not probably going to find much else that's going to be more significant to help you lose weight. There's it, you can cut your carbs a little bit. You can um, watch your calories, but I promise you, if you're looking to drop weight fast, the Atkins induction phase is going to be the quickest way. You could go keto too, but I like Atkins induction phase because it's got a lot more structure and it's actually like a thing that you follow. Keto can be interpreted so many different ways. It's like, getting a story from somebody. And then that story gets passed on to the next person, passed on to the next person, passed on to the next person. When you follow Atkins induction, there's like set rules, okay? 15 or 12 to 15 net carbs through foundation vegetables, and then 18 to 22 total with like your cheeses and stuff like that. And you're going to get like your 3 little servings of protein per day, and your fat and your vegetables, and it's just really, really, really easy to understand. There's lots of meal plans out there. It's not to say that there's not keto meal plans. Obviously, there is, but if you really want a structured base and understand, I found for me that Atkins works really well because then people start doing flexible keto or dirty keto or eating just meat and cheese, and you become pretty unhealthy. Um, I think a good solid foundation of like vegetables and protein and healthy fats is definitely the way to go. It's not that I'm opposed to keto, it's just I tend to favor Atkins better because of the structure. Now, as far as people say, a lot of the times this is a big thing. Atkins worked for me back in the day or a year ago, 2 years ago. Why is it not working for me now? My first response to that is because you're not doing the same thing that you were doing a year ago. I don't know if it's better with this light on or off. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit better, but it's kind of whack. Let's see if I can get it off my base a little bit. There we go. Atkins, our minds are very interesting in the fact that when we follow something the first time, we're extremely adherent to it. So, say for instance, you train for a marathon and you're really excited about it and you train every day, you don't miss a thing, and then the next time you train for a marathon, your mind tells you, well, I don't necessarily have to stay on track every single day. I can do 3 days a week instead of 4 days a week because I know what it's like and I know I can push through. And then you end up at the end, maybe you finish the marathon, maybe you don't, maybe your time's a little worse, maybe you're more fatigued, maybe you pull a muscle, whatever, because you've done it. You think you know everything and you think that you've got this mastered. Well, I think that's the biggest problem with it. We will try to find shortcuts and stuff like that because the first time you did Atkins, maybe you followed everything. You drank your water, you had 5 meals a day, you stayed within your net carbs, and the next time you started adding in like coffee with creamer, or you started adding in like flavored waters, and I've done all these things. Or you started saying, I can switch out this food for like whipped cream and strawberries. I've done all these things. Like I know these things because I've tried and I've tried to include so many different things for so many different times and trying to like find shortcuts and ways around it and ways to manipulate it and make it something that it is not. And unfortunately, that is how you screw up. Now, I will say I did recently a water weight test, and because everybody goes, oh, it's just water weight that you're losing, blah, blah, blah. So I dropped 14 or 15 pounds within the few weeks that I was doing Atkins induction recently. And when that happened, my body fat went down significantly, like I think it was 2 or 3%. And there's a video on, don't quote me on that, but it was significant. I don't know the exact percentage, but I think it was 2 or 3, something like that. It went down. So that just shows you that it's not just water weight that you're losing. You are losing actual body fat, which is really cool. So I enjoyed seeing those results. I think it was like 29 to 27 or something like that. Anyway, so it was nice to see that and nice to prove and debunk, the people that are discontinuing discrediting your weight loss in the beginning because they go, oh, that's just water weight. Shut up. Weight is weight. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lose 10 pounds of water or 10 pounds of feathers, you lose 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds less on your joints. For every pound you lose, you are creating 4 pounds less pressure on your knees, on your knee joint. So if you lost 10 pounds, that's 40 pounds less of pressure on your knees. I don't give a shit what it is. It could be water, cheese, elbow macaroni. I don't care what you lost. You lost it, and you should be proud of that. Um, so get strict is what I'm saying. If you did really well on it before, look back. I tell a lot of people to journal about their stuff. I track all my workouts. If you could see all the workouts I've tracked in my life, like it's ridiculous. I will say I took about a year off of tracking my workouts. Maybe not a year. I don't know exactly what time, but I know I wasn't tracking them religiously like before. And now I've started again. My strength has gone up, my muscle has gone up, my body fat has gone up. I'm not super proud of that, but the things that I'm focusing on for my workouts are going up. I definitely need to lean out and stuff like that. So Atkins may be in my near future, but it's amazing how much stuff you can really pay attention to when you're tracking. So whatever you do, track your food, track this, keep a journal so that maybe in 2, 3 years, if you gain some weight back or something like that, you don't say, well, I could do Atkins, but I could be flexible and I could add this and I could add that. And then, when you find yourself not getting the same results that you were before, you can look back on your journal and you can say, oh, yeah, I didn't do whipped cream and strawberries last time. Oh, I did heavy whipped cream with my coffee instead of French vanilla cream or whatever. And these are straight up things that I do. Okay, I'm not even gonna I'm not trying to hide it. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. Like it's all about like just trying to be the healthiest versions of ourselves, and lying about it is not gonna get us anywhere. So journal. I will say over the course of 9 months when I lost 80 pounds on Atkins, I literally never, ever, ever, ever cheated once till the very end. And I remember I was like working up to going to Europe or whatever. And even then, like I stayed on track. I really did really good and stuff. And the only really thing that I ever started doing was like started adding back a little meat and cheese. And if you look at my pictures from like Venice, Italy, I was like 193. But I was like a rail, like not a rail, but like even then 193, that's still pretty good sized person, I guess. But if you look at comparison, like my shoulders, my arms, like everything was just thin. And I'm not saying that I don't like that body style right now. Right now I'm at like 250, 249. I really want to get down to about like a really cut up like 220 and see, kind of assess where I'm going or whatever. But I will say, um, I have learned so many things, and that's really what this journey is about. Whether it's an Atkins journey, whether it's a keto journey, whatever your journey is about, it could be macros. Make it about like just getting better, and this is like part of the process. You know, you don't have to stay induction forever, and there's no reason for that. The reason I really making this video is because at Atkins.com, they have a little thing when you sign up through their email where you can order a little kit, and they used to be better than they are today. I'll be completely honest. They used to send you like a little like sample of like a couple of the bars and stuff like that. They do not do that, but they do send you these two things. Okay, so and these two things are very valuable. I will say this is an Atkins carb counter. The Atkins carb counter is going to be great for like a pocket use thing, and I'm probably going to start keeping this on me. So it's going to tell you like net carbs and stuff like that of basic like everyday whole foods, which is really cool. But even in the same sense, like it has stuff like Monster energy drinks. It has stuff like alcoholic beverages. It has a lot of different stuff like beer, low carb, champagne has 2 to 3 calories. Sherry dry, whatever the hell that is, 4.7. Wine is like 3, 2.6 carbs. I didn't know that. That's good. It has breads, pastas, chewing gum. Judy's sugar free has 2 grams of carbs. They have desserts, fruits, grains, noodles, nuts, seeds, dressings, soups, vegetables, obviously. Chain restaurants. Ooh, that's new. I don't remember seeing that before. Look at this. Chain restaurants. Let's see here. I found something new. This carb counter has definitely changed. Like it did not look. It's very sleek looking, shiny, 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 shiny. It says a Whopper patty from Burger King has 0 net carbs. I would assume that Whopper patty is pretty damn expensive though. Have you ever? I remember Whoppers being like $1. And then I went there like months back to get my mom one, and it was like $7 or $8 for just the Whopper. I was like, what? You remember Jumbo Jacks? Jumbo Jacks back in the day were like $1. Now they're like way more expensive. It's like, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe it's inflation. I don't really know nothing about that. But anyway, this is cool because it gives you some options. So Arby's, a sausage, egg, and cheese without the biscuit for one serving is 3 carbs, 3 net carbs. A roast beef sandwich without the roll is 1 net carb. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool information here. Chili's. What can you eat at Chili's? Haha. This is funny because A lot of people think going in and buying a steak is going to put you in a good situation. Not so much. You go to Chili's and you get a classic sirloin steak. One serving is 7 net carbs. And that's what people think. Oh, it's just meat. There's something else they're putting on there because there ain't no damn carbs in my steak when I cook it. Mm-hmm, girl. So you better calm the down. Chicken filet from McDonald's, 2 net carbs. Look at this. Premium Caesar chicken salad, 10 net carbs for one serving. Wow. This is kind of a cool little eye-opener here. But this is cool to have with you because even that 7 net carb sirloin or whatever, like a lot of your meals, the bigger meals would be, 7 net carbs. So this could be like a little pocket cool thing to have. This is pretty cool. I like this idea. I like it because you'd be like, I can stop at this store. I can stop at this store. You're like, I'm on the road and I'm camping or whatever, and let me figure out. I can go to, just right off the bat, you can go Applebee's, Arby's, Blimpies, Chick-fil-A, Chili's, Carl's Jr., Burger King, Hardee's, whatever the hell that is, KFC, McDonald's, Outback, Wendy's, TGI Fridays, Subway. I think that's it. Yeah. And then a little spot for like notes and stuff at the back or whatever. Maybe you could put like a couple of your favorite restaurants and kind of research those things or whatever. But out of those, like, I know, and if there's one of those everywhere you go, pretty much. There's definitely a McDonald's everywhere on the planet. But that's kind of funny that some of the salads are so high. A lot of people will be under the impression, oh, I'm eating salad. I have seen some people's salads, and trust me, I've been that person. The salad is not healthy if you're putting like 5 pounds of croutons, 200 grams of sunflower seeds and bacon and gobs of ranch dressing or whatever. You might as well just eat the freaking hamburger because you're eating like 4,000 calorie salad. Like, what are you doing? The hamburger's only like 600 calories. So don't put yourself in that position. But in all seriousness, great thing to have with you. And I think I'm probably going to start carrying that with me. Honestly, just as a really cool reference to like burn all these things in your brain. And then it has some like preface stuff in the beginning. This is cool. I like that one. I had not looked in it yet. I just got this the other day. The other thing is a quick start guide. Okay. So an understanding, I get this question a lot, and there's so many different answers, and I think Atkins has changed the way they answer this so many times. So choose your plan to get started. Atkins 20 or Atkins 40. If you have 40 pounds or more to lose, you would go for Atkins 20. Waist of over 35 inches for women or 40 inches for men. Diabetic or pre-diabetic. That would be Atkins 20. Atkins 40 is less than 40 pounds to lose. I guess that would be me, right? Yeah. Atkins 40, less than 40 pounds to lose. You prefer more variety, but still want to burn fat for fuel. Pregnant or breastfeeding. See page 7. How it works. When you eat too many carbs, your body immediately uses them for energy instead of assessing your fat stores. And what you don't use, your body stores as more fat. When you eat fewer carbs, your body begins to use its primary fat as its primary fuel source. And blah, 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 blah. We know a lot of that stuff. But it gives you like understandings of what each phase is and stuff, and some meal plans. I mean, I shouldn't tell you that, but no, seriously, it's cool. an Atkins 40 meal plan, an Atkins 20 meal plan. You guys would be surprised. Is this a coupon? This is not a coupon. They did not send me any coupons. Bastards. The protein powder is the same as the protein shakes as far as it looks. I will say the Atkins website has lots of really cool recipes and stuff like that. And also, if you are new here, I do offer meal plans for sale. I do like fully custom meal plans. I do meal plans. It's like 8 weeks for $80, basically. That's kind of like the one I'm sticking to. I don't really want to do less or more than that. But every 8 weeks, you can come back and get a new meal plan if that's your. Um, I've worked with tons of people that have gotten tons of great results off of them. As far as, let's see on the back, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, if you're new here, check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. And also on Instagram, One Big Impact. And make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and it takes your help. Make sure you comment, because that is huge for the YouTube algorithm, and like my videos. Just a quick breakdown of macros. Of understanding something. So, classic ketogenic diet is about 75 to 90% fat, 5 to 20% protein, and 5% carbs. Atkins 20 is 60 to 70% fat, 20 to 30% protein, and 5 to 10% carbs. Atkins 40 is 55 to 65% fat, 20 to 30% protein, and 10 to 15% carbs. So if you listen to those numbers, Atkins 20 and ketogenic diet are very, very, very similar. They're basically the exact same thing. And a lot of people confuse the two, but they are pretty much the same thing. The only thing is that keto really never adds back in carbohydrates. So if an exclusion diet works really well for you, meaning like you're a sugar junkie or something like that, I would say probably stay low carb for like ever. Because it's going to work a hell of a lot better for you. And the reason is, and I wouldn't do diet breaks or anything like that. I would say eventually try to get your carbs back up. But Atkins says about 2 weeks, maybe more, and stuff for induction phase. I think it says up to like 3 months. But I've known people that have been in it for years. I stayed in it for 9 months. I had no problems whatsoever. I've never been probably leaner as an adult than I was doing that. So it's kind of like just listen to your body. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, but also getting like sodium, magnesium, potassium. But if you're looking to lean out, this is definitely the way to go. If you're like bodybuilding or something like that, I would say probably, once a week, try to refill your glycogen stores, and just so you can keep up with your lifts and stuff like that. But that's completely up to you. If you guys have questions, please put them in the comment section below. I hope I answered some questions. I hear kind of the same stuff sometimes, so I just wanted to make sure I covered them. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Stay on track. And thank you so much for all the support. #TeamBoo.